The Kettleers looked to make it 3 in a row against the 1-2 Harwich Mariners in their first home game in 5 days, and the seats were as full as on opening day as the Cotuit faithful came out to see their team try to continue their hot start. But just as they were in Brewster, the Kettleers found themselves playing from behind after the first, as the Mariners got their first 3 batters on base and scored a run off of a Bobby Seymour single. They would add another run in the inning on a wild pitch. Cotuit, however, grit their teeth and struck back quickly and with a vengeance, as Colton Kessler belted a triple to left field in the bottom of the first to drive in 2 and make it an even ball game.
Right at the wall in left center. Both runs coming on home to score. Kessler digging into third. He slides in with a 2-run triple. 2-2 ball game in the blink of an eye. Colton Kessler comes up with a big 2-out RBI 2-run triple.
The Kettleers' offense took control of the ball game for the next few innings, as they scored another off a Cam Hill single in the second. Cam Williams then fired up the crowd with a 2-run shot in the bottom of the fourth.
It'll be 5-2 Kettleers on a laser off the bat of Cam Williams.
Once again, it was repeat after me as Orajanu stepped up and smashed a no-doubter to center, his second very, very long ball of the season.
A 2-1 jack to left center field. It brings in Dodd, and the Kettleers pile it on here, 7-2 in the fifth.
That guy is great.
He is indeed.
The Mariners would get a little momentum back in the sixth with a Nico Cavada single that drove in a run, and they would threaten the Kettleers' lead even more in the eighth after quickly loading up the bases and getting a run in on a sac fly from Brian Dempsey, and then another on a wild pitch by Cotuit closer Kyle Nicholas. But Nicholas was able to get himself out of the 8th inning jam and throw a lights-out ninth to get the save and give the Kettleers their 3rd W in a row and their 4th of the season. We caught up with Coach Roberts, Orajanu, Jackson Wolf, and Cam Williams after the game.
Coach, how important do you think it is to get these wins early in the season to kind of build a winning foundation, a foundation where it seems like every time you guys fall behind, you get right back in the game?
Well, that's probably not going to happen later on in the season when everybody's here that's supposed to be here. So falling behind is not something we want to do. However, am I very appreciative of the way that this team has come back? Absolutely, yeah, without a doubt. They've come back really well. We've been down 2-0 the last 2 ball games and come back and exploded. And today we let Harwich back in the game because of defensive struggles. So we've got to clean up our defense some.
Yesterday you mentioned that these guys are men, that they hit the long fly. We saw that again today with Cam Williams and Orajanu. Have you ever seen one hit over the scoreboard?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been here a long time. However, he hit it well. And we were all enjoyed watching it fly. And I'm sure the fans enjoy watching it fly. Again, this league has turned in to a real big guys game. And I don't want anybody to think that, the small guys cannot play here, because they can, but they really need to be very polished players, because it is become in the last few years kind of followed what's going on in Major League Baseball. There's a lot more home runs hit here now than I've ever seen before.
Jackson Wolf got up to a pretty rough start in the first inning. You came out to the mound. Was there anything you said to him? Because after that, he didn't give up a single hit in the 4 innings he pitched and kind of cruised.
Well, I'm always kind of nice and very clean. I actually just said, you weren't ready to pitch. And I'll give you an example. I watched his 8 warm-up pitches when he came to the mound to start the game. 4 of them were in the first base box, okay? 4 of them weren't even close to the plate. And I'm saying, I'm an old catcher. Instinctively, you don't make that adjustment in one pitch. And his first 3, 4, 5 pitches to the left-handed leadoff hitter were all right up in his chin, right where he threw his practice pitches. So, and he has not pitched in a while. He did not pitch in the regional for West Virginia, so it took a little while for him to adjust. But I think he knew that he was on the verge of being taken out. So, and I will say this: he made a really good adjustment. I'm very proud of the adjustment he made, and then he became more of a really good college pitcher and heading toward professional pitcher instead of kind of starting the game like a high school pitcher.
So Raj here hit his second home run of the season. It went over the scoreboard in left center field. I just want to know, is there any feeling? Is there a better feeling in baseball than hitting one out, hitting it right on the screws?
Oh, it feels amazing. You just like you don't feel nothing on the bat, and like you just sit there and watch it. You're just amazed.
Yeah. Great. I noticed, obviously you're a switch hitter. You hit your first home run from the left side. This time from the right side, you both hit them like 400 plus. Do you think you have more power from one side? Do you feel more comfortable from the left or right side, or are you pretty much good on either side?
Well, I mean, I'm a natural righty, but like, there's not that many left-handed pitchers, so I feel like I have more power lefty than I do righty. But like, I can get a hold of them sometimes on the right side.
All right, Jackson, you got off to a bit of a rocky start. A couple guys reached, a couple guys got in. Take us through the adjustment you made in the later innings.
You know, a lot of the first inning I made pitches where balls kind of going up and into lefties, up and away to righties, and I had to make that adjustment of my finishing my pitch and my mechanics, stuff like that. A couple other minor tweaks I made, but after that, I really felt like I was cruising. My fastball felt good out of the hands. I think next time out I need to throw more strikes with my breaking ball and my off-speed stuff. But I thought all in all it was pretty solid outing.
Your offense has scored over 30 runs in the last 4 games. Did you feel confident in them picking you up after that first inning struggle?
Yeah, for sure. This since I've been playing for this team this summer, I've noticed this offense can produce a lot of runs. So. Yeah, there's no question. Every game you come out here, you don't expect these guys to throw up some numbers on the scoreboard. So yeah.
Right.
So Cam Williams here hit his first home run of the season, a towering shot to right field. Is there a better feeling in the game than hitting a home run, or?
Few better feelings in the game than that. I mean, you love good barrel.
Yeah. You're a switch hitter. Is there a side of the plate that you feel more comfortable? You've had some pretty good swings from both sides of the plate, but do you feel more comfortable on either side?
I feel great either side. I mean, you go out and you earn it every day, pre-game, and practicing every day, so it feels pretty good, both sides.